just today, I saw that Eric Bischoff, who you may know from WCW.
Never heard of him.
TNA.
I didn't really watch TNA.
He was saying, oh, how dare the Wrestling Observer people, how dare they name Tony Khan as Booker of the Year, making terrible decisions left and right, and you dare name him, guy, the Booker of the Year.
You know, I'll say this. After watching that NWO Legend special.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe he shouldn't be.
I mean, he's welcome to criticize, obviously, but I don't, he's not on the firmest of ground in terms of strong booking.
He's not the biggest fan of Mr. Meltzer in the first place. Calls him a liar and like a creep and other things. But anyways, the thing that cracks me up about this, so we've got like the list of winners. We're going to talk about them just because it's fun. And you know what? Here's the thing. Dave Meltzer, say what you will about him. This dude is crafted. He's built a community over there at the Wrestling Observer newsletter, just like we have over here at Going In Raw. So just similarly, the Friendo Awards, they usually skew towards the stuff that we might appreciate more than other things as well.
Yeah, I think the results reflect not just our opinions, but obviously the opinions of those who watch the show. And I think there's a lot of crossover between our what we appreciate and what we look for and value in wrestling, and what our community values in wrestling. So
yeah, absolutely. The thing that does kind of crack me up about this is let's see here.
What cracks me up is that Meltzer giving his owed readers some static about some of their picks. That makes me laugh.
That is pretty funny, and I have that here. So you got the Reddit thread. I've got the actual newsletter up where Meltzer because after the thing is he gives commentary after each award. So we'll just start. Where do you want to start with this? I guess.
Well, here on the Reddit thread of the complete winners, the first award they have listed here is Wrestler of the Year. That's the Luthez Ric Flair Award. John Moxley, won that. I believe John Moxley won the Friendo Award for Wrestler of the Year as well. Yeah. I have a feeling that he maybe not swept the awards for Wrestler of the Year, but he got himself a good number of them.
Yeah,
so this outcome is not shocking.
This made total sense. Our crew thought the same. Roman Reigns came in second place. I don't know who came. I think Sammy came in second place on ours. I forget who came in second place.
Yeah, it was neck and neck between Mox and Sammy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yeah, I mean this one makes total sense. What's the next one?
Most outstanding wrestler. It's Wrestling Observer, so of course Will Ospreay gets the win.
And this win was not even close. 4,807 votes versus the number 2 pick, Bryan Danielson, 1,286. I think, didn't you say that Will Ospreay, he had like something like 5 5-star matches or 8 5-star matches?
I think it was 7 or 8 5-star matches last year.
Dave Meltzer
is a huge fan of Will Ospreay. Yes.
Loves Will Ospreay. And when all you do is say how great this guy is, clearly your audience is going to go there. It's interesting because we don't break down by like in ring, like who's the best in ring guy. We just have, wrestler, best
wrestler. Yes. Best.
I wonder, like, is this something though? Like that we see this, it's okay to sometimes rip people off. Should we add like a delineation between, who's the best professional wrestler and who's the best in ring guy?
Here's the thing. Not only does Dave do Wrestler of the Year, Most Outstanding Wrestler, he also has a Best Technical Wrestler award.
Oh, wow.
So it's actually broken down into kind of 3 categories for essentially Best Wrestler.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Tag Team of the Year, FTR won. Not surprising. They would have won. I think they were... Did we do Tag Team of the Year?
Yeah, they won.
And they won. Okay, that makes all the sense in the world. Even like just based off the first half of the year, they had locked it up at that point. Yeah. Best. Oh, what's next? Interview.
Best on interviews. Yeah.
Best on interviews.
MJF got the win here. That's not that surprising.
No, it's not. Although they have Paul Heyman at number 6.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Maybe the difference between like, oh, well, he's not a wrestler. Maybe some of the audience was like, oh, we could put a Paul Heyman in there. I didn't know we were allowed to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they just honestly felt Eddie Kingston's a hell of a promo. Sami Zayn's a hell of a promo. Mm-hmm. And Punk is a hell of a promo. I don't know about putting Moxley so high up.
Yeah. I feel like Mox's promos are either really good or just kind of middle of the road.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like he's got like sort of standard Mox promo, and then sometimes he busts out, oh, wow, it was a really good promo for Mox.
Exactly.
But more often than not, it's like sort of just standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Promotion of the year, AEW ran away with it, finishing first, Stardom second. That's a strong showing from Stardom. That's good to see. And then WWE finishing third.
I'm surprised. Are you surprised that the Wrestling Observer newsletter had... I wonder if New Japan, Stardom, and All Elite might have like cannibalized their own votes or something, because WWE is above New Japan in a Wrestling Observer newsletter. If AEW didn't exist, they'd probably be number one, right?
Oh, possibly, but I don't think the New Japan has had. They're starting to get it back. The same buzz they had from several years ago. I think now with Mercedes Moné, at least for now. Joined in the roster, coming off a really fun Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people say, all right, New Japan is back.
Yeah.
So that might have something to do with it more so than, other promotions taking away what might have otherwise been New Japan's vote share.
I'm just sort of surprised that WWE landed above New Japan. Because, you got all those Ospreay, man. I know they weren't all in New Japan, but still, like Ospreay's there. You'd think that New Japan would have done better.
You think so.
I like this one. Yeah. Best weekly TV show.
Yeah, Dynamite destroyed the competition.
Rampage came in number 3. At least SmackDown came in at second place.
I mean, honestly, SmackDown should have been first. With the Bloodline story going on there, predominantly.
I know.
Should have came in first. From a storytelling perspective, SmackDown should have, especially the latter half of the year, SmackDown should have been first.
So Dave doesn't really editorialize much on this one after he shows all the votes. He just sort of says, Dynamite was the easy winner here with 7 times the first place votes of SmackDown. Dynamite dominated in highly ranked matches on almost every poll around, and no television show in the U.S. has emphasized great matches. It did increase from the prior year during a period when it is unusual in television and homes on cable declined greatly. But on the flip side, aged older, it was well below Raw, but it was also top 5 in non-sports most weeks, so ratings were strong. So he just sort of gives, some perspective on why it could be number one. But the interesting thing is, of course, Dave likes his matches. He's a match guy.
Yeah.
And, Wrestling Observer Newsletter's audience, I guess, would sort of fall in line with that, I guess. Pro Wrestling Match of the Year went to Kazuchika Okada versus Will Ospreay.
There's 2 Okada Ospreay matches here on the top 3.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So the third one is their Tokyo Dome match. The other one was August 18th?
Oh, was that might have been G1.
Ah, okay. All right. FTR versus Briscoes. I mean, those were all amazing matches. They both landed. Okay, 2 of those.
That's the dog collar match here, right?
That was phenomenal. Yeah. The number 2 match, 12-10. Yeah. That's the dog collar one. Yeah, that was a phenomenal match. That really was. That I can see why that was match of the year. I know we had Gunther versus Sheamus is really high on ours.
Yeah, I think ours that one match of the year on the Friendo Awards. Let's go to some of these other categories. Feud of the year. The winner for that was FTR versus the Briscoes.
I think that's solid.
The second place was our winner was Punk and MJF. So
okay, yeah, that's solid. That's solid stuff.
Most improved, the Acclaimed.
Oh yeah,
won that.
I can see that.
Yeah, definitely. Most charismatic went to MJF, with Sammy and Roman finishing 2 second and third.
Okay, all right. I don't have much qualms about that. MJF is a very charismatic person. I mean, he's no Cody, but he's pretty charismatic.
This winner of this award makes all the sense in the world. The Bryan Danielson Award goes to Bryan Danielson.
You know what? Actually, let me take that back. If we had a charismatic award, I'd give my vote to Seth.
All right.
Probably to Seth. I'd have to think about that a little bit more. Anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Bryan Danielson won the Bryan Danielson Award for Best Technical Wrestler. No qualms there. Can't quibble with that.
You literally can't. It's named after him.
His award.
Yeah. I like this Best Brawler, the Bruiser Brody Best Brawler Award. Moxley. You can't really quibble with that.
No, that's his thing.
Yeah,
he goes up there, he throws hands, he bleeds everywhere. Yeah.
I again can't quibble with this Best High Flyer, El Hijo del Vikingo.
Yeah, I really can't argue with that. Although Ray Phoenix worthy winner as well. Dante Martin, he's fantastic as well.
I wonder if because Commander's going to do some AEW stuff, I wonder if he might be up for voting next year.
Yeah.
Wow, most overrated. Time to throw some shade. Ronda Rousey came in number 1. Tyrus number 2. Roman Reigns number 3. Wow,
that's
the shade.
That's the shade. I don't think Roman should be anywhere close to the top 10, but that's just me. Most underrated. You got Konosuke Takeshita tops there.
Is he underrated?
I feel like he's getting to the point, especially at the end of the year, where people are like, okay, this dude's really good.
I feel like we had gotten to that point.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of feel like at a certain point he was starting to get overrated. Because people were so, oh my God, it's Takeshita. It's a Takeshita match. Relax.
And then Chad Gable. Chad Gable is really underrated.
He is quite underrated, yeah.
And then Ricochet, again, someone who's a phenomenal talent.
Yeah, very underrated. I can see that. Maybe
not utilized to their fullest. Rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Ron Breakker got the win here. Hook.
Okay, well, was Braun, that was a rookie year for Braun Breakker?
It was the end of 2021 when it was 2.0.
Yeah, it was like September 2021.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess the full
first full year.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you can't argue with that. I mean, not the most compelling character in the world, but to go out there and be like a WWE quality professional wrestler, yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Let's see here. Kevin Kelly got the nod for best announcer. Kevin Kelly is great.
I really like Kevin Kelly. Yeah, sure. Why not? I like Kevin Kelly a lot. I think.
The top 3 here: Kevin Kelly, Excalibur, and Ian Riccaboni are all really good.
Yeah, I like them. Is there anybody who's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of anybody else though. I don't know. Give me Booker T.
Pat McAfee maybe should have won.
Oh man, hold on a second. Wait a second, people. Come on. Where's Michael Cole in this?
I know.
I'm not even saying that as a joke. Especially since Vince has been gone.
Exactly. Since Vince has been gone, Michael Cole has been really, really good.
He ain't never going to win this award, though.
No. Worst television announcer goes to Corey Graves.
And Booker T's in 2. Nah, man. No, sorry. I like Corey Graves. I think he's fantastic.
Yeah, Corey's pretty solid. Booker T is amazing.
He's fantastic. He's amazing. And, oh, man. Jim Ross coming in number 3. Come on, give me some respect. Yeah, I don't know. Jim Ross at number. I don't know. Worst. That's rude, anyways. Shade. Let's see here. Best major wrestling show. Yeah, everybody, all the wrestlers, they all love Forbidden Door. Plenty of people on our orbit loved Forbidden Door.
Yeah,
it was a good show.
It was good.
I liked Forbidden Door. I felt like it was a bit too AEW-ish. I think it was light on New Japan.
Yeah, maybe that'll change this year.
Yeah.
Worst major wrestling show went to the Royal Rumble. Although GCW The World was 3rd. And that show was not good.
That show was not good, man. That show was not good. Oh, wow. Best wrestling maneuver, the Hidden Blade.
That move looks rough to take.
It's a nasty elbow to the back of the head is what it is.
Got that right.
The Buckshot Lariat, I'll be honest, unless it's Logan Paul doing it, I don't like the Buckshot Larson. Logan Paul makes that shit look good, but even Paige, I'm not huge into it. He has to wait till they're wobbly in the ring, get on the outside, come back in. I'm not into it.
All right, very well. Let's talk about this one. Worst television show went to Raw.
Wow.
And then NXT, and then NWA Power.
To be fair, I doubt many people have actually watched NWA Power recently.
And enough people watched it. They got 98 votes, enough to finish 3rd.
Yeah. WWE Raw got the worst television show. Well, I mean, dude, up until SummerSlam, yeah, a case could be made for that.
Yeah, there is episodes of Raw that were painful to watch. That's for sure.
Yeah, I agree with this. And NXT also, a lot of the 2.0 stuff was not good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get that. It'll be a little bit more interesting next year with like a full. But then who knows what's going to happen this summer? I don't know. Maybe Raw will go back to being dog shit by the time June rolls around. Yeah. If the company gets sold and Vince takes over, who knows?
Possible. Worst match of the year. I don't disagree with this one. Pat McAfee versus Vince McMahon at WrestleMania. That match was atrocious.
That was terrible. That was the worst match of the year. Yeah, absolutely.
Although Flair's retirement match was 2nd.
And that came in second. That's probably the second worst match of the year. That's legit. Flair blacked out during that match.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winner for worst feud was Miz and Dexter Lumis. And then second, Rousey versus Liv Morgan. And then Bray Wyatt. LA Knight should not be anywhere near the worst of any category.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah, absolutely. Worst promotion of the year. WWE did worse than... They got more votes for worst promotion than NWA and Control Your Narrative. Yeah. Best Booker. Here we go. Tony Khan with 372. Stardom's Rossy Ogawa got the second place, and then Triple H got third place. So Best Booker and Promoter of the Year went to Tony Khan. Now, this is the one where Dave Meltzer had some words.
Yeah.
He wrote a little write-up here. Best Booker. He said this. I usually don't. I wish I had the AI Dave Meltzer voice thing.
Of course.
He says, I usually don't.
Your Dave. Your Dave's not bad.
Yeah, my throat's bugging right now. He says, I usually don't comment on this. And for the first 6 months of the year, you can make the argument. But WWE and AEW as businesses were in the same position with one much larger, but the clear-cut 1-2 in the world all year. However, it was WWE that grew all year, while AEW did not do nearly as well in comparison over the last 8 months. You can argue bad luck or injuries, but in a Coach of the Year award, one team doing so much better in comparison at the end as compared to the beginning, that coach is going to win. Injuries are part of the game, and regrouping and rebounding from them are as well. A comparison of the promotion of the returns of Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and Kenny Omega is so greatly in one side's favor. Yes, AEW did create an environment on television and pay-per-view to have far more great matches, and while some of the WWE's growth relates to the stadium shows, a lot also relates to the aura of Roman Reigns, which is a creative issue, and the Bloodline angle, which is booking, and the most effective long-term angle in years. While the angle got stronger in 2023, where it doesn't count for this balloting, it was still the strongest in 2022. In addition, whether you are a fan of Bray Wyatt or not, that out-of-the-box thinking building up his return was a huge short-term interest-level success. Even if Paul Heyman and Reigns played a huge part in one story and Wyatt himself in the other, the overseeing guy is Levesque. And that's it. This dude went off on his readers for that one, man.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny and I mean, good points.
The second half of 2022 especially really highlighted AEW's creative shortcomings at that time.
Yeah, sure, it certainly did.
We were fairly vocal about it then, and we've been fairly vocal about it this year when it's been the case again. And since Triple H has taken over creative WWE, it hasn't all been fantastic and wonderful, but it's been a marked improvement. Yeah, and the Bloodline storyline is, without a doubt, one of the best stories in the history of wrestling. Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't know, it's just sort of funny. It's sort of funny. But then, I don't know, you and I, whenever we talk about, like, on Numbers Don't Lie, if the Friendo score doesn't add up, what do we say? Oh, there's a ball drop. Mm-hmm. So Dave Meltzer giving his audience a ball drop for Promoter of the Year, Booker of the Year. Indeed.
Anyways, that's going to do it for our coverage of the Wrestling Observer newsletter. End of year awards. Just some fun shit to talk about. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notify bell, and do us a favor, give this video a like. Till next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.